good run. Gonzalez and Galyean, season 4, episode 2.5.
I don't even know. I don't understand this thing half the time. Just like hit a random button real fast. What the heck?
Boom. Roasted.
It is still high pitched.
What's that?
I think so.
Good boy, son.
What you think?
I am so confused right now.
Yeah.
Just barely.
Yeah, just a hint.
Red.
Oh. Well, we have sad news, guys.
I think the well, maybe not. This is a little loud. Maybe
yeah,
not.
it looks like it, but I don't think it is because that's like
Staying
that's not even in the it's not even in the red. Matter of fact, I probably could turn it up, but
yeah,
I ain't
guys,
gonna.
sad news. I was devastated.
Mm-hmm.
If we're talking about the same thing.
Probably. Probably.
I was. I don't know how I'm gonna move on.
And what? Just so we're on the same page here. What did you hear?
I heard, bro. I lived it. I was there. I was watching the live stream when it happened, bro. As a dedicated Mavericks fan, bro, they sold him.
Sold him.
What the heck?
That seems a little slavatory.
Well, they traded him.
There you go. That's slavatory too, I think.
Yeah, just totally ruined my Sunday.
Well, it was really Saturday.
5 a.m. Right.
11 p.m.
I was there though. I was on the live stream.
Oh, were you?
No.
I don't think it happened on a live stream.
I don't know where it happened.
Twitter. Where we get all of our information. They all seem slow to us. Yeah, Brad told me.
Is that really what you were gonna say?
No.
No.
I really wasn't gonna say anything. But once you said, yeah, it was devastating. I was like, maybe there's something tomorrow I didn't know. I don't know.
I didn't know if you knew what I was talking about. I was like, I wonder if me knowing is throwing him off or what.
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't. Even though I know that Bradley is into sports and basketball, and you're not. Even then, had been really surprised if you even knew that. I mean, I'm sure it was a talk around town yesterday, but also the people you hang around with don't really talk about that, I don't feel like. So unless Bradley told you at lunch.
It wasn't Bradley that told me.
Nick?
Nope.
Sam?
Nope.
At church?
Nope.
Your dad?
Nope.
Dang. Did someone text you?
No.
I told you in person.
Yeah.
Was it your son?
Nope.
Someone in your family?
Yeah. Just dancing around him.
Yeah, I guess either your mom or Connor.
I have another younger brother, Connor, yeah.
I forget he exists sometimes. He's always scared of me, you know. I think he's starting to warm up again and realize I'm not out to get him.
He's scared of you?
He had to walk down my wife.
At the wedding, yeah.
Yeah, he was scared to kill her or something. Thought about it.
My mom and him had a ride home with us after church yesterday, and he mentioned it in the back seat.
I was wondering how that ride went.
You were wondering how that ride went?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
It was in your Mustang, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just a small car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I was going to offer to take one of y'all home, or two of them home, but I would have to go to my house first anyways to get my wife.
That's
so
not that big a deal.
Do what?
It's not that big a deal.
Ain't no big deal. Yeah, no, it was quite the shocker. I have mixed feelings about it. I really don't want him to leave, but at the same time, he is a little bit on the lazy side. So, we're going to do timeout real fast. Can you turn on the fan? I don't want to turn on the air conditioner because it's going to be too loud.
Just pulling the thing?
Yeah, I would just hit it like twice. Watch out for that ladybug. It might get you. One more time. Like a champ. Wow. Wow. Guys, like, I don't know what I'd do without Steven and his fan type work. Oh my goodness, it's so much better already.
It does feel a little better.
Oh, it's weird, man. February, and we're having to turn on the fan?
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Some people call it Fanuary.
But it's February. That sounds more like January.
No,
that would have been a lot better last
year.
No. Dude, I feel really, really bad. You ever, like, say something and, like, it comes out a little bit worse than you thought it sounded, and then you feel like people think you are disgusting or a bad person or something?
What'd you say?
So my brother has made a hunting video, hunt vlog type thing. And he was showing us it yesterday. It was like 30 minutes long. Not going to lie, I was pretty impressed. He did pretty good. But before he showed it, I was just making a joke. I was like, oh, what's it called? Where They At, Doe? You know? Because it's deer. It's a deer video.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just Nick in there, Megan, and Reagan. And they laughed. Like, oh, corny dad jokes, right? Then I was like, or what you could call it is, I'm going to say this, guys, so don't judge me. I'm going to say what I said, and y'all can say if you judge me or not. The first one I didn't feel as bad about, just because I just thought it was kind of funny, but, obviously I would never title anything this, but what the B-U-C-K, like a buck?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I was like, it's a little far. And, Nick, he was like, oh, whoa, but kind of still joking. Like, it's not that bad. And then I started to keep on trying to get the creative juices going with that, and I shouldn't have. This is where I should have stopped. And I was thinking of Whataburger, but still using the same animal and the same gender. So a buck, again. So instead of Whataburger, it was buck with an ER. Still with the B, So, and I thought it in my head, I was like, it's like the same thing. It just seemed like, yeah, whatever, it's still not great. Maybe you shouldn't say it, but then I chuckled, and then it seemed like they wanted me to say what I was going to say, so I said it, and I was like, and they're like, boo, and I was like, I don't know, it's even a little too far, I felt like.
You said water, and then
buck. Yeah.
That just sounds more like.
To me, it just sounds more as a cuss word than just the other.
Well,
it just, I don't know.
When you add an ER on things, people tend.
The hard R is what they say.
Yeah, the hard R.
No matter what you say, it can be bad. Yeah. Sure. So I don't know. It's like I hate. So there's many instances in my life that I'd said things or like done something, and a lot of times completely accidental and not even realizing like it was like just the way it looked or the way it came out just sounded worse than what I was trying to intend. Or sometimes like I did a gesture one time of something and it was something sexual, I would say. And I'm young at this time when I did this. Had no idea until I did it. And when I did it, then I looked at the people's faces when they saw, their reaction, and that's when it registered. Hey, whoa, hey, what's going on? Yeah, man, so embarrassing. And I don't know. I don't want to go into this anymore because there's another story, but it's another one that just, again, it was something that I had no idea. I didn't even know the meaning of. And, you live and you learn, but yesterday I felt like it was just, I feel like they're not going to look at me the same. They're going to think I'm just not a good Christian guy.
Maybe.
And
it's possible.
You supposed to say, hey, no, it wasn't that bad, Ryan. Like, hey, it's okay. What? Golly!
You put an ER on it.
Brother!
There's no coming back from that.
What do you want me to call you, bruv? Instead of brother?
Bruv.
No coming back from it. Bro! Nah, bro.
Bro.
No, I do. I feel terrible, and that's halfway why I'm saying this on the podcast. Maybe that one of them, maybe one of them will listen to this and realize that my intentions were not bad or ill. I was just trying, you know how I am. I try to come up with puns, and I overthink things, and I just say whatever's on my head, and normally, wow. I'm glad my parents weren't in there.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Goodness, if they were, I wouldn't even start it off. The only I would have ended it with just where they at though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I should have. Yeah, in general, should have. Especially with Nick being the main audience. Now, if it was my other brothers in there, I probably could have went with that, went with the ER, and even went further if I wanted. But I wasn't going to either way. I don't know if you know further, but. So, needless to say, I'm going to be done with puns for a while. But they're just not funny.
They're just not funny.
I said punny, but
no.
Yeah, that's cheesy.
Tommy's good with puns. Tommy Peel.
Peel?
Mm-hmm.
That surprised me.
And Cole both of them.
I didn't think. Actually, I know I am, but they're going to be like way on the cheesy side.
Oh yeah, Tommy's hard too.
Oh really? Well, that's good.
Yeah.
But like all my jokes in general have always been like very dad jokes or very dry jokes. Like you just have to like. It might take you a minute to understand them, and especially with my mom. My favorite thing is coming up with a good joke around my mom, which she can't figure it out yet because it takes her 5 to 10 seconds. And everybody kind of chuckles or whatever, and then she realizes, and
she finally gets.
Oh my goodness! And she laughs for like 10 minutes. I said something yesterday. I don't remember what it was, but it was a good one, and she bust out laughing.
Haha! Funny Ryan.
Funny Ryan. Anyways, I feel like I was trying to dig myself out of this hole, something I did on the podcast, and now I'm just digging deeper. So let's move on. I kind of like that.
Yeah. It seems like it hit harder. It's kind of hard.
You don't have to do it again.
Local news. There's a tree down on this road. That hard.
That's very local.
Very local. Very news.
Because I didn't even know, and I got home about an hour before we started this. So.
Luckily. My Mustang is all-terrain, and we just went right around it.
Please. I mean, if you say so.
That Mustang's been through some stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, you live in East Texas, you gotta have some type of whatever. I was scared it was gonna get stuck when I went to the wild game dinner the other day. I drove and parked kind of in the new area where they're doing the gym, and right on the sand, the new sand. Oh boy. But my truck actually does have that terrain, and it has like a crawl feature for sand, so I'm like, it's probably alright.
My Mustang does too.
Bro, ain't got no 4-wheel drive, ain't got no sand feature. You know what it got?
You know what else it has? It has a thing where it drives like this.
Oh, like the new Hummers?
Mm-hmm.
The sand crawl?
That's the stupidest commercial I've ever seen. It makes me laugh every time they're like, because it's like the music, so boom, boom.
The thing is,
like, what is going on?
Like, that's designed for like an outdoors person, but a true outdoors person is looking at that and laughing like, I don't want that. I don't need that. Like, if I get a truck like this or a Hummer like this, it's too nice to like go and take out into the mud and all that. So it's going to be the really rich people that are going to buy it, and they're just going to be driving around the interstate like.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's really no use for it unless you're at parallel parking. To me, like, what am I trying to drive sideways for?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be beneficial for that, but then at the same time, just learn how to parallel park. It's not that. Okay, I say it's not that hard, but Steven might have a different story.
I got it though. I passed. That was
it took a time or two.
Almost 10 years ago, and I have not had to parallel park. So I don't understand why it was a requirement. Because, I mean, at this point, I've forgotten it. Anyways.
I think...
No, you just... Where are you going?
Backwards?
You drive up beside them, and then you back in. That's how they taught me.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. That's how you parallel park.
That's how you do it?
Yeah.
Alright.
But
see, then don't fail me for tapping the pole behind me. You know what I'm saying?
You hit the pole.
Yeah.
That's your fault. You hit a car. That's a freaking ticket, dude. Here's my thing with driving parallel parking. I think it should count for your grade. But if you hit the pole, like say worst come worst, you hit the pole, right? Say like in your situation. Do I think you should have failed?
No.
Especially right away? No, I don't. I think it should deduct some points. I don't think it should even be worth 20 points. 20% of your like final result. I don't. I think it should be a very minimum. Now, if you were getting your... I don't know. It's a tricky situation. But like, especially around here. When are you going to parallel park? Not often. If not at all. Mm-hmm. You get your driving license in a big metroplex like Dallas, it might be a little bit more beneficial. But at the same time, I guarantee you half the people that pass that test still can't parallel park because they're just idiots. But in my life, I parallel parked like twice. I did in Tyler one time and then somewhere else. But I like it. I'm fine with it. If there's a lot of people watching me, then I probably can't do it because I don't like working under pressure like that. But yeah, I did it in Tyler one time. It was easy. It was fun. So, I mean... I don't think it should fail you immediately.
It's a driver test. It's not a parking test. So, I feel like to get your driver's license, it shouldn't be that thing.
Show me how to drive.
If I drove fine and I mess up on the parallel parking, you give me my driver's license and then maybe make me do a parking class or something.
Or, put a sticker, like something on your license that says, hey,
you can't park.
You can't go to parallel parking.
Yeah.
You know what the funny thing is? Because if they're going to do parallel parking, like on the driving test, like legit, what they need to do is do like a Walmart parking or like a normal parking lot. You know what I mean? To make sure you can get in the lines. Because half the people can't. You go to Walmart, dude, he'll be parking over the lines, crossway, too far forward. Give them that. Make that be half their grade.
Yeah, for real.
Tell them. Don't let them go back to Walmart. They can't get their groceries. They'll learn how to park.
I know. Like, I feel like there needs to be some kind of jurisdiction in a Walmart parking lot for stuff like that. Like, ticket. Like, if you really can't park that, like, there's got to be some kind of penalty, bro.
Even it doesn't have to be a lot. Just like a, hey, just letting you know, you suck at parking.
Yeah.
Give me $10.
From now on, like, until this much time, you have to park this far back.
Yeah.
Like, you have to park by Whataburger until you can park.
Oh, your disability? Sorry.
Sorry.
Just park over there, get in your wheelchair or your motorized vehicle and drive.
Right.
We should run for president.
We?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously one of us be president, the other be vice president. And, I mean, it just makes sense.
Or we could run as president as a they, them, because there's two of us.
Oh. And be as one.
And just be one.
Wow.
Be one person.
America. Home of the diverse. We'd be... Dude, that would definitely work, actually. They can't tell us no, because it would be the first of something.
Yeah.
And they love that.
Yeah.
Like, if I was president, I'd be like, oh, he's the first Guatemalan president. Even though I'm half, they'll still claim me as just whole. You know what I mean? They may even say the first Mexican president.
These are two people who claim to be one. You can't discriminate against them. You know?
Right.
Yeah. The scary thing is it's like probably happening next month.
Legit, yeah. Yeah, we're speaking something that we don't want to have in existence. What's in the cup?
Coffee.
Yeah, okay. You've been extra chill today.
You think so?
No, not at all. Well, not at all, but
not at all.
But like, yeah, it ain't alcohol. You know what I mean?
anymore.
I almost think we got to restart this. I feel like we've done this so much crap. Oh.
No, we're good.
No, we're good. We're good. We'll reap the benefits. Not reap the benefits. We'll reap what we sow.
What
the
else is local
consequences.
news?
Huh?
There's no other local news?
The men's dinner was something. Yeah, I thought it was good. The food was good. I really liked the food, and the teaching was bomb. Like, bombastic.
I was thinking though today is like everyone else that's come before are used to like the speakers like speaking about wild game-ish stuff and then like throwing God into it, and this time it was just like a straight up message.
Yeah, no.
Which is fine, but I was just like, they might feel like a little tricked. Like now they might not come back. Like,
I think so too.
The people that
I did have a problem with that, with Greg being the teacher for that reason, but I would never speak like negative about Greg's teaching because
no, it was a good
when
message.
it comes to teachers that I like to listen to, he's definitely top 10, if not top 5. Probably because he taught us for like so long. So yeah, I love Greg and his teaching style, and he's great, especially with young men / just men teaching. So no negativity there. But does he hunt? Is he an outdoorsman? I don't think so. And he definitely didn't tell any outdoor stories. So
like I invite the people from the feed store. They're used to going and listening to the people talk about their hunting experiences and like usually some kind of trial they went through that God helped them out of.
Yeah.
And this was just a message, which is, like I said, nothing wrong with it. It's just different. And I hope that doesn't like keep them from coming back next year.
Yeah, I also hope it doesn't become a trend. But I think Nick was trying to maybe get some of his dudes to be a part to help do it, or maybe for Nick to do it or something. That'd be cool. But yeah, I think it should be like you tell like a pretty epic story of you got like this big buck, and if it happens to be a great story to like that had like a God experience in it, that's even better. But I think you can just tell that great story and like get people kind of into it. You hear
I heard the baby.
She's cute. And you get people like in it, interactive with it or whatever, and like are engaged, and then you can tell another hunting story that like got you like brought you to God, or relate that story somehow to your life or your testimony. I think that's cool. It was really cool that one year that like crippled guy was talking about his hunting story because it's something so different, and how he like shot his leg or whatever. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then there was that other guy, like last year. I can't remember what his story was.
I didn't go last year.
No.
The year before?
Yeah.
With
last
his son?
year's, that was the one with his son. But the one last year was like some guy that was like bragging the whole time.
Yeah, I heard about that. And that might be why they decided not to even like have a hunting guy out there. I don't know.
Maybe so. Because I heard him just like, okay, dude, we get it.
Yeah. I heard there was like that.
And he even like almost like promoted divorce or something. There was something really weird he said.
Dang.
Because like his wife left him, and I don't know the way he like said it. I remember everyone being kind of like, I don't know. Because I remember watching Brandon and like watching him kind of like scratch his head every once in a while. I'm like, yeah, Brandon. Brandon's ready to like throw this guy out.
Yeah. What'd you think about the prizes when they mentioned the old Mineola feed and
Mineola feed and grain?
Grain. Yeah.
But what, you can't freaking read? Mineola feed and seed.
It just sounds better. Feed and seed.
Yeah, I mean it rhymes. Mineola feed and grain. I'm glad someone got the hat though. Yeah.
Got a first aid kit. Used it yesterday actually, so it's great.
Did you get a boo-boo?
No, my nephew did. They were learning how to ride the bikes, Zeke was, and he's like all excited he can do it. He's like, yeah. Then Emma wanted to learn. She was like kind of getting it, and then she started like throwing a tantrum because no one was helping her. Like, big tantrum. Anyways, she's a kid. Then the youngest, Eli, he was on the scooter, and he was just going up my parents' like rock driveway, gravel or whatever. I don't know. Somehow he slipped. Pow! His like lip hit straight into a rock. Big old cut right in his lip. It was pretty bad. And they're trying to help him out. It's like, hey, I got a kit. So it worked. But
Eli's got good hair.
Yeah, yeah.
It is.
It's a good color.
He's got a good head of hair.
Yeah. Oh, it'll probably gone soon.
Yeah, I was saying it's gonna be gone by 25 though, or maybe even before.
Yeah. It's a curse, dude. One of these days, guys, I'm not gonna be wearing a hat, and you're like, whoa, put a hat back on. That's all. I only really wear a hat either in the podcast or on the weekends. Like in their weekdays, I don't really wear a hat.
I hardly ever wear a hat anymore.
Really?
The only time I wear a hat is like if I don't like fix it before work. I'll just throw in a hat.
Yeah. Or sometimes I'll go to like a customer's house that I've been to before, and I know they're rude and they didn't like me or something, so I put a hat on, and then I look totally different. They never know. No, straight up.
Superman effect.
Bro, straight up. I was driving in this new neighborhood, and apparently going fast. This lady had dogs. She was definitely a Karen. Straight up a Karen. And I was driving, she's like, slow down! Started yelling at me. I was like, alright, whatever. So, But I was hitting the curve anyway, so I was already like slowing down. And I just kept on driving. And then I started like thinking, like, wonder what the speed limit is in this neighborhood. So I looked, 30. I was not going over 30 because I did it again on purpose to see how fast I felt like I was going. Mm-hmm. And I had been going like 25, if that. And I was like, psh, lady. Then I was like, and we have 2 crews, and I was like, I bet we do her house. I don't know what house it is, but luck of the draw, we're going to end up doing her install. Call this dude. He's like, yeah, my wife's there. Oh, cool. Knock on the door. She opens it. I'm like, crap. Mm-hmm. Thankfully, it was a rainy day, so I happened to be wearing my hat already. She's like, all right, I'll come in, blah, blah, blah. And she was still being kind of like a Karen, but she had no idea who it was. Mm-hmm. Works.
Maybe she's just so old she couldn't actually remember what your face
looked like.
No,
she was like probably in her 40s.
It was the hat.
They were pretty young. Mm. Definitely the hat, dude. I'm telling you, the hat works. Or you can just be like, yeah, it's my twin.
We both work for the same company.
Yeah, never know. Can't tell me no.
We wear the same clothes. I just wear a hat.
I mean, I might have been wearing the same thing. We have like uniforms, so
yeah.
I don't know. Also, I was in a truck. She was so mad. Her eyes are probably like, so she probably couldn't tell what I looked like the first time. Oh well. On to. You first and me. What you want?
I don't know. Mine's short.
Nah, go for it.
All right. So, just a recap for all the people. I work at a feed store. So
feed and grain?
Yeah, feed and seed.
Oh, okay.
So this lady's coming in and she bought some dog food. And then she leaves. She comes back in and starts asking for stuff with cats. Cat stuff. And I'm like, yeah, we have cat stuff too. And she laughs and she's like, yeah, I know some people like only like dogs and some people only like cats. But she told me, but I'm bi-PETsual. Bro, I was like, what? I swear, dude, I was trying so hard not to laugh at her. She looked at the door and I look. I don't remember who was with me. I just looked at him.
Dead serious too.
Oh yeah, no, there was no joke. I'm like bi-PETsual. Like, do you know like how many people have owned multiple like kinds of animals throughout just ever?
They had no idea they're bi-PETsual. I had no idea.
Yeah. Wow.
Discovering myself already.
What the heck? I should have been like, yeah, I know, I'm a recovering bi-PETsual myself. I told her, yeah, I've gotten to where I have no pets, and I'm so much happier.
What would that be equivalent to if you don't like pets anymore?
Oh, I don't know, like asexual. Pet. Right? Asexual is when you're not. When you don't like nothing?
Nah, sure.
I'm pretty sure.
You're a-PETsexual?
Yeah, I'm a-PETsual, I guess.
That makes sense, yeah. I just dogs for me, dude.
Just dogs. We have chickens now, did I tell you that?
I thought you always have chickens.
Like Sierra and I have chickens now.
Oh, does y'all? Where y'all put them?
In my dad's pen.
So your dad got more chickens?
He's got a little bitty pen inside the big pen to keep them separated because they're small. And then my dad and I
identify as a farmer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So now my dad and I are going to build us another chicken pen.
Okay.
Built Sierra and I one.
You taking care of the chickens?
She
Else?
is. No, it's her. She's the one that wanted them. It's her thing. I mean, I go
Amen,
out.
brother.
I go out there and like feed them with her.
That's what I told her. I said, hey, we can get them one day, but if that's what you want, that's fine. But don't catch me out there.
Chickens are nasty.
Mm-hmm.
They're gross.
Yeah. Now, if we got chickens, like I would go and like learn it and figure it out too. But if she wants the chickens, she take care of the chickens.
It's so goofy because like you think of them as like chickens, but I mean they're birds too. Like, which is such a weird thing because they walk, they don't fly. I'm sitting there today. We sat in the chicken pen for probably like 10 minutes. I'm just like watching these creatures. I'm like, they're so idiotic. For the first thing, they're idiotic. They stink, and like they can't fly. They're birds that can't fly.
They produce a lot of egg though.
Yeah, yeah, and then we eat these things that fall out of their butt. And I'm just like, what is life? Like, what is this thing that walking around?
That's what an egg. Yeah, egg is life.
Yeah, yeah, true. Life in the egg.
Do you know who the comedian Nate Bargatze is?
I don't guess so.
He has a very just dry, like awkward comedy. He's on Saturday Night Live every once in a while, but he did a sketch of being George Washington, and like it was just a big funny roast. He was like talking about how America's going to be different. The whole world's going to have like a means of temperature, and everybody's going to do it, and then there's going to be one other means of temperature just for one country or something like that. No, there's going to be one other means of temperature that just makes zero sense and doesn't comply to the rest. And his soldier's like, and which one are we going to choose? He's like, the one that makes no sense. And like, what is it going to be called? It's like Fahrenheit. And I said, how do you spell that? Nobody knows. Well, then there's another one, and he's talking about food and stuff, and he was like, we're going to be a great nation. We're going to eat cows, but when we cook them and eat them, we're going to call it beef. I'm like, oh, okay. And pigs, we will eat pigs as well. And when we cook them, we'll call them pork. And then the soldier's like, and chicken, sir? What will we do with the chicken when we cook it? It's just going to be chicken. It's so funny.
That's funny.
I
knew that was coming. I was like, that's just funny.
Nothing we do makes sense, dude. I need to show you or like send it to you, but he's pretty funny.
So dumb. I want to watch that clip because like I knew it was coming, but I feel like I was still like into the story. It's like like I'm ready. I was like, I know what the punchline's gonna be.
And the way he does his comedy is so funny because he is just like so. It's not monotone, but it's just very direct and like bland, but it's so funny. But yeah, that was funny. So for my work story, have you ever met Joe Biden?
I have not.
Okay. I haven't either, in case anybody's wondering. But I feel like Friday I got the closest to that someone can get. And so I pull up to this customer's house saying that their internet was a little slow. Call, nobody answers. Goodness. And then I knock on the door. Nobody answers. So I call our dispatch team. Okay, now let me give them a call. They call me back. Hey, they said they're home. Cool. I'm still in the driveway. I go and knock again. Guy opens the door. Hello? I'm like, I want people's internet. Here to fix your internet? I'm like, I don't know anything about the internet. And I was like, is this blah, blah, blah? Like the person's name? Yeah. We had a call that you were having slow internet and stuff. Yeah, our internet's been a little slow. Like, you too. Okay, can I come in? He's like, yeah. So I come in and I figure out pretty fast I need to replace a router, and because it's pretty old, so I'm starting to replace it, and I'm telling him what I'm about to do. And as I'm mid-sentence, he just like puts his hand on my shoulder. Well, it looks like you got it, buddy. And just starts walking away. I'm like, what? Sir, I need a name and password for the router. And mind you, our new routers come with an app that you can set up your own name and password and control it and stuff like that. But at this point, I was already putting pieces together. I think this guy has dementia or something. Like, he's definitely losing it.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't look like he was super old. I mean, he might have been in his 80s, which I guess that might be like when that starts to happen. And it's like, okay. So I told him I need a name and password because I was like, I'm not going to put him on the app because he's not going to know how to do it. He's going to forget, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, hey, sir, we need a name and password for your router. A name and a password? Yeah. Okay. I don't remember what he said. And he's like, well, I'll be right back. I'll get that for you. All right. So I start, doing my thing. He comes back. And he already said a bunch of, like, just weird things. So I was already, like, losing it a little bit, but I hadn't yet. Comes back. Gives me this empty box. Mm. Like a medicine box. It wasn't Advil, but I don't know what it was. It was definitely like a medicine. Mm-hmm. And, like, over the counter or whatever, you just get a Walmart. Empty box. Little cardboard box. Like this small. And he's like, here you go. I was like, excuse me? He's like, you can have it. I don't need it. And this is the point I'm already, like, starting to laugh now. And I'm, like, trying to hold it in. It's like, I'm okay. I don't need that. Oh, you can have it. I don't need it anymore. It's like, I'll just let you have it. I'm not going to keep it. And then I asked him again, I'm like, I need a name and password. So then he comes back with a piece of paper. And it says, in all caps, all Sam. I don't even know what that means. I don't know if that, like, was a Sam's card or what. I was like, okay, well, I need a password too. You want to use your phone number, something you can remember. And he's like, does it have to be numbers? I'm like, no, it doesn't have to. 1 second. Leaves. Comes back. Gives me this, like, mail, basically. And it says Lurex, which is like a camera system. He's like, will this work? And I'm like, yes, but like I'm trying not to, like, this is gonna screw him over in the future if he just puts like a random piece of paper. It's like, well, let's just use all Sam again, and then change the password or something. And it's like, we need some numbers for it too. And then he's like, looks back at that piece of paper. How about 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever he said. And I was like, sure. So I just wrote it down. Mm-hmm. And again, he patted his hand on my shoulder and just left it there. I think you got it, and just walks away. And then finally, I went and, like, set up his TV and everything, and made sure he was up and running. I was like, all right, I gotta go. But it was weird, man. He kind of looked like Joe Biden, honestly, and it was just the exact same character. It was so weird. I felt bad, but at the same time, it was very comedic.
Yeah.
So, oh well. I feel like I'm going to get Alzheimer's one day, so.
We probably all are.
Honestly.
Yeah. Our generation was probably fed the worst food.
McDonald's gives you
it. Yeah, but I guess that other guy's going to fix all that, right?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
The guy that Trump's got in there. He's supposed to fix our food or something.
Oh. I thought you were just talking about just Trump in general.
No. Like RFK or something like that. RFK Jr. or something.
Oh, you mean JFK Jr.?
Heck if I know. I don't know.
I thought it was JFK Jr.
I don't know. He's like really buff.
Dang.
But he had like a stroke or something, so he can't talk right or something. He's like kind of stutters. But he's like jacked.
I don't know what he looks like.
I don't know either.
I do know who you're talking about.
On to entertainment.
That's my phone.
Oh, are those the pictures? You got professional pictures done?
Yeah, by my cousin, Anna. Need to show you them. Pretty banger. They're cute. I watched a movie called The End of the Paddle, maybe? It has Seth Green, Matthew Lillard.
I've heard of this, yeah.
Another dude. It's a really old comedy. But I was kind of interested in it because of them two. And I was like, I'll watch it. Actually, the guy that plays in The Boys, the bad guy, the superhero, but the bad guy.
Homelander?
Yeah. He's actually in it. Not for long. I was like, this guy looks familiar. And I was like, I think that's Homelander. But it was a pretty funny movie. I like older comedies more than newer ones because I feel like newer ones are just very perverted and just It's not even funny, you know. It's just kind of
they're just constant cussing and
yeah.
yeah.
But Seth Green is just funny to me, and so is Matthew Lillard. So, but I thought it was pretty good. It was a fun movie with some language, but
yeah. Anything else?
No, we're watching Beast Games.
Hmm.
I don't know if you're watching that or not.
No.
You should. Pretty entertaining. I mean, even if you don't watch Mr. Beast, I'm like, it's still pretty entertaining, though. You don't have to, but it's good.
I'm watching Squid Games, season 2.
Well, okay, if you like Squid Games, you'll like Beast Games because it's the same thing.
It's based on
in
that.
English. Yeah, they literally just like a copy.
Huh. Well, Squid Game season 2. I think I'm on the last episode. It's not as good as the first season.
In Japanese or something,
Mhm.
dubbed.
Yeah, I just watch it dubbed.
It's hard for me to watch it like that. It's only like one movie I ever watched that I thought was good. And that was Secret Society of the Snow. That was dubbed.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not digging it a whole lot. Look, I dug the first season, but I feel like the first season was like it was kind of a surprise of like what it was.
It was something
It was like
completely new.
Yeah, and it was like kind of dark and like ooh, like I don't know. And this time I feel like they tried to like up the darkness, and it's just kind of like at this point it's like disgusting.
See, I used to kind of like darker shows or movies because like it was just something different. It wasn't like always a happy ending, so I kind of liked it. Especially like You, I thought it was really good. But the same thing as the Squid Games, I feel like they tried too hard to make it darker and darker, and then it just got weird. And like
kind of icky.
Yeah, and then when you get done watching it, you feel dark, and I'm like, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's why I quit watching The Boys.
Yeah, I don't think I finished the last season. I think I watched like 3 of the whatever episodes. I really, really wanted to finish it though, but because it was just too much.
Yeah, it's a lot. You seen the trailer for the new movie that guy's in, Jack Quaid? He's like he can't feel pain.
Huh. Maybe I've seen it. I think I have seen it.
It's coming out pretty soon, I think.
Yeah.
It looks interesting, but it looks like it was really vulgar too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else. I'm like really into One Piece right now. That anime.
Mm-hmm. In like 20 seasons or something?
Yeah, 23, I think.
You watching like a new season or
6?
Oh. I feel like it's hard for you to see me like this, so I clean up some.
Like it's got its moments where it gets slow, but it's really good.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, it's really sucked me in recently. So I'm probably gonna be watching it the rest of my life. But
that's a little morbid. Just space it out, then I guess.
I don't know. Huh?
Space it out. If you're in season 6 already, yeah, but you're already in season 6.
No, I've been watching it for over a year.
6 seasons in a year? Do the math, bub. It's not a long life.
I'm just saying.
Pace yourself.
Season
a day.
A season a day?
Sorry. An episode a day. Or a week. Let's do a week. Mm-hmm. How many are in how many episodes in a season?
It varies. Like some of them, like the first season is like over 60 episodes, and then like the next season was like 13, and then like it really varies like that. That's why I'm in season 6 because I think there's like season 2 was really short, and season 5 was really short. Yep. And there's movies in between, like you have to watch.
Okay. Not bad.
So.
If you watch movies like me and Jesse do, it'll take you 3 weeks. So you're good.
I know. But I'm ready for season 2 of the live action one because I watched the live action and that's what made me decide I wanted to watch the anime.
Yeah.
The heck was that?
I believe those are your keys. Don't know how you did.
It was. I don't know how they fell.
Wait, you didn't put them in your pocket?
I thought I had them tucked over here.
Oh, I fell through the crack.
Of the chair?
Gravity, dude. Science.
I don't think it goes all the way through. Oh well.
This is why you failed your driving test. You can't keep up with your keys. I know that I have music. I just know it. I know Forrest dropped something called like The Drop or something.
Yeah, he did. Anyways, the thing I wanted to bring it up last time we did a podcast, but we didn't. Go to Music was that new Toby Mac song called "God Did It." Bro, I loved that song. God did it. You listen to that one?
I think I did. I don't. Oh, maybe the last song I have from him is "A Little Church."
It's off his new album. He's got a new album coming out.
Oh, no, I think I did. I guess I downloaded it though.
I like A Little Church too, though. I can use a little church right now.
You listen to 116 King David?
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, it's alright. I'm just trying to figure out these songs that I downloaded. Oh, Connor Price and Nick D. I don't know if you listen to Connor Price. Nick D's kind of like I guess he's a Christian rapper. Kind of like, I don't know. It's called Too Easy. It's pretty good. And, yeah, that's the only thing that's really worth mentioning for me. Mainly for us.
We're going to a Toby Mac concert, actually.
Oh.
Sierra and I.
When's that?
This weekend.
Oh, really? Like Old Palace or something?
No, I think it's in Dallas. Grand Prairie, maybe.
I don't think I've ever gone that far for a Toby Mac concert. Well, they're just kind of here, you know?
Yeah.
I guess really I went to
Magic Springs.
Grapevine.
Ow.
Was it?
Got it.
Where's the Celebrate Freedom?
What? Weren't you with us when he was at Magic Springs that one day?
I know Newsboys.
McCray.
No. I don't think I was in Magic Springs for Lecrae.
I think you were there for Toby Mac.
I think it was Newsboys and then Toby Mac one year. Because wasn't it Toby Mac at Capitol Lights?
Yeah.
Dude, that was banger. Capitol Lights. I loved Capitol Lights back then. It's kind of hard to like do their genre now. And dubstep, but now they just, have a major profession on remixing old Toby Mac songs.
That's what they do.
Pretty much. Anytime Toby Mac has like kind of like a remix, or like the song "The Element," they got remixed like 3 times. Like Capitol Lights did like 1 or 2 of them. But no, I went to Celebrate Freedom. I think he did a concert there. That was the last one I think I heard him at. And then yeah.
I'm excited. I don't think I've heard him in concert since Eye on It.
What was that?
I don't know, but This Is a Test, This Is Not a Test. I don't think I've heard any of those songs in concert.
Dude, Celebrate Freedom wasn't that long ago when we went.
It was a few years ago. Longer ago than you think, I think.
I think we were at high school, though. Or maybe barely. Almost.
I don't think so.
'Cause I think it was...
Maybe I didn't go.
You might not have. I remember it was a random group that I was with. But I think Jesse was there. It's like I think we were at least dating. But for some reason, I feel like we're married. I don't think that's
because,
true.
that song, I mean, that's got stuff like Undeniables on that album, right?
Oh, This Is Not a Test? Probably.
I think that, and then, obviously the song with NF.
To the Day I Die.
To the Day I Die. And then Moving.
All I know is...
Walking.
Oh, yeah.
Soldier, keep moving.
I just know he had the Diverse City Band out for that, and I think that's the only time I ever heard him with the Diverse City Band.
Yeah. And then there was The Element after that.
Which is a good album.
Which I know I definitely haven't heard any of that live.
Yeah.
And then after that, he had that other one. Life After Death or something like that. I can't remember what the new one's called. I don't know. But I'm excited. I ain't heard Toby Mac live in a while.
He's always been a great performer, so
he's the GOAT.
He is. He's the goatee.
The goatee.
Maybe not anymore, but
let's show up with a soul patch.
That'd be cool. Bring the old school back.
Mm-hmm.
On to? Unless you had another.
Heck nah.
I was like, this sounds different.
Heck nah.
Heck nah. Heck nah. Oh man, I feel like I'm just gonna wait for the reflect and deflect for some of this. But
reflect. And deflect.
when you're making jokes, guys, you gotta I reflect and deflect on, bringing up my story and in that time in the story. For going too far and not really saying out loud, well, saying in my head more than once before saying out loud what I thought. No, it wasn't a cuss word, but the intent was not a good intent.
Mm.
And it just wasn't very well thought out.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm going to live with that consequence and the shame and judgment, the judgment from those three in my family for a long time.
Amen.
Yeah, and now probably from Stephen and half of the viewers.
Mm-hmm.
So I deeply apologize. And I know it sounds like a very sarcastic tone. But, I did wrong, and hope y'all can learn to forgive me. And in no circumstance or situation is the ER ever acceptable.
Except when you're like really, really about to die. You should probably go to the ER.
Wait, what? What?
You said under no circumstance is the ER acceptable. It's except if you're going to die. You should probably visit the ER.
Oh, brother. Bro, I was thinking you were saying... Bruv. I was thinking you were saying, like, right before you die, hey, you have the pass to say the ER.
Oh, yeah. So if you're about to die, then you can like,
Heck nah.
Well, I didn't know if you were talking about that or the other one. I didn't know what's going on, but now you're saying the ER.
I was making a joke off of your claim.
You're doing a pun, too. We've already learned in this episode that puns are not the way to go anymore.
Okay.
Just don't. Just say no to puns. Oh, my gosh.
I didn't mean to push two at the same time.
Say no to puns. Oh, I feel like...
Say no to puns.
Yeah. Do you have any reflex, deflects?
No. I don't think so.
Holier than thou.
I think I stand by everything I said.
Mm-hmm. Especially about driving tests.
Especially about driving tests. It's not a parking test. It's a driving test.
Amen. I mean, I agree with that.
And
you have a valid point.
Nope, that's it.
I do have one heck no. In life, do you admit that you are bi-PETsual?
Heck nah.
No. It just you like animals. That's all it is. Okay.
And not in a sexual way either.
Because there's a different word for that.
You enjoy having animals.
You enjoy the company and the companionship
of an animal friend. Mm-hmm.
That you own.
Sierra's working on making her chickens friends. They still don't like her. She goes to grab them and they're running everywhere.
Here's my thing. If you have chickens, don't name them. Like you can. Like I'm fine with. I'll name them. I'll name them and eat them. I'm fine with that. But some people can't do that. So
I think we're gonna eat them.
They're
not meat birds. They're layers.
There's a difference. It's chicken, isn't it?
Well, there's a difference between a meat bird and like a meat chicken and a laying chicken.
But you'd still eat it, couldn't you?
I mean, you could still eat it.
But it might not be as
it would probably be
tender or whatever.
Yeah, it's not gonna be as tender.
Okay, well, you're still gonna eat the babies, so
I'm gonna eat the eggs. We don't have a rooster, so there's no way it can be a baby.
Oh, you're just sounding like a Democrat. It's not a baby yet.
But if there's no rooster bullet making the egg into an...
You'd say rooster bullet?
Yeah, that's what it's called. Bro, come on.
My daughter's not ever going to listen to this episode.
Whatever.
I don't know the science of it, dude.
I swish my cape at you. I don't know what to say.
What episode is this?
I don't know. 94?
It sounds fine. Sounds good with me.
That means next week's gonna be 95. The Lightning McQueen episode.
Hey, we just watched that. Jesse was watching half of it, and I finished the other half with her. What?
Y'all watched Cars and you didn't call my name?
I didn't call her name.
You didn't call out my name?
Turns on car. Steven! No, we didn't call your name. But I did go straight to Cars number 3, though.
Why?
Because Cars 2 is not like...
Oh, you watched Cars and then Cars 3?
Well, I made sure that we went straight into track. So I went, as soon as we got done with it, I went to Cars 3, hit play, and then turned it off.
Got you.
That way, next time we know where we are standing in life.
Yeah.
So,
got
put
you.
us on a good track.
Like a track.
Yeah.
Like a racetrack.
I'm sorry, I know, we're pushing that pun.
Okay.
Okay.
Thou shalt not pun.
Thou shalt not pun. We need to put that up there. Also, I need to freaking remember to turn on the on-air sign. I didn't do it last week.
Yeah.
94. Well, we're going to talk about future guests after this. So, all right, dudes and dudettes. Steven, hit that fast thing, please. Gonzalez
Galyean out.